Good morning, Cranberry. Good morning, anybody who might, be stumbling upon this terrible vlog at some point in their life. Oh, I feel so sorry for you. Okay, first, an apology if the sound sounds really weird in here. I'm not sure if it will or not because I'm having to use my little microphone here. This one, it's glorious. I'm not going to move it because I don't want the sound to get messed up, but I would show it to you. It's not very spectacular. Sienna and Jazz, I challenge you to each make a top 10 video. When I hit the table, it moves, and it's shaking, and whoo, the world is shaking. So anyways, that's what happens when I move the table. So the list today is my top most loved animated male leads. And in the number 8, Megamind! He's not necessarily pretty when you first meet him. He's kind of blue, but he's got an amazingly cute personality that definitely makes up for the giant headness. Giant headness is rather disturbing, and it was to me in the first parts of the movie, and I couldn't quite get over it. He's got a great heart when it comes down to it. He's just such a great character.
Hello? Who's there? Oh! Woo! It's just you, Bernard.
Oh, yes. It's just me. Bernard.
Number 7 on this list.
Permit me. I'm Phoebus. It means sun god.
Do you know who Phoebus is?
Phoebus is the handsomely blonde captain of the guard from Hunchback of Notre Dame. He's not really like the rest of the guards that he works with in Paris. He actually cares about the people instead of just caring about himself. And he cares about keeping them safe, whether they're gypsy or Parisinian, even if it means losing his position and even losing his life.
I've never seen a map that looks like...
I've lived up in the bell tower for 20 years, and I think I know what the city looks like from above, and this is not it.
He's also really good looking. Number 6 on my list of the most awesomest leading male, not actors, but characters of animation stories that are animated. Kururuku Suzaku-san! And all the people who actually speak Japanese groan at my terrible imitation of Japanese speaking.
Suzaku Kururugi is a noble person and friend. During the war that Britannia has waged on the numbers, Suzaku is always on the side of freedom.
Preserve my father's peace ever since it began.
Prime Minister Kururugi didn't choose surrender. That decision was selfishly made by his killer.
Number 5 on the top 10 list of awesomeness for animated persons who are not female, Prince Aladdin.
Not only is he hot, but he truly is the diamond in the rough. Aladdin dressed up as a prince not just to have money and power or whatever, but because he fell in love with the princess and just wants to be with her. Though I don't think he should have thought her so shallow as to not love him because he's a lowly street rat. That was a mistake on his part in the judgment of Jasmine's character. Spoiler alert, they live happily ever after.
Number 4, Shang. That's all of his name that I know.
And in doing so, has created powerful bonds with these men. Shang's an excellent leader with a clear mind that can look past the fact that Mulan broke the law because she saved his life. Shang might be a quarter of the reason that I like Mulan so much. His character is one of strength. Shang pushes his men to their limits not because he's cruel, but because he wants them to stand strong in their business.
Number 3, Jim Hawkins.
Jim Hawkins is a smart kid. He's just stuck in the wrong place. In the beginning of the movie Treasure Planet, he's a bit of a troublemaker, but that's only because he doesn't have an outlet that he needs to express himself. When he finds that crazy orb map thingy and goes on his adventure, Jim also finds himself. He's brave and he's trustworthy and he cares more for others than he does himself. Sure, he likes to have fun and sometimes that leads to trouble, but in the end he's a really sweet kid who knows where his priorities lie.
I'll try to find it without my map, by thunder!
And he's got a ponytail, and he's got an earring, and he's got really awesome boots that I wish I had. And number 2, Prince Zuko. He's not another fairy tale prince. He is an awesome prince, and he is a prince of the Fire Nation.
Prince Zuko. Poor, misunderstood Prince Zuko. It takes him 3 whole seasons. Prince Zuko finds that he has been lied to his entire life. He's been searching for the Avatar, ready to do whatever it takes to restore his honor in the Fire Kingdom. But when he learns the truth about the kingdom and its evilness, he doesn't hesitate to switch sides and fight his own very powerful father over what he believes.
They would have believed that? Stupid!
You kind of burned down my village.
Oh, sorry about that. Nice to see you again.
I could do without the unfortunate hairdo of the first 2 seasons. That's kind of, disturbing. Number 1 on the list, bestest, most noble, and hottest animated guys of animationness who are not females is...
They just can't get my nose right.
Flynn Rider looks out only for himself, or so he thought. When he meets a beautiful blonde who's been sheltered for a few too many years, he finds that he kind of likes doing things for other people. Perhaps the best things in life can't be bought with riches. His personality and his sense of humor definitely play a huge role in getting him to the top of this list. But what really does the trick is the fact that he gives up his own life. He chooses to basically force Rapunzel to not save his life so that she does not have to live in captivity without fighting. He died to give her the chance to fight back.